So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this call this Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Saturday morning for some of you. This is Claudia here from or live in Dubai, not from Dubai, but live in Dubai. Welcome, everybody, on this Saturday evening webcast here, and we have, of course, people logging in from many places. That is, of course, really literally all the continents. So welcome to all of you who are logging in from all around the world. And what we're going to do in those next few minutes, 30 minutes from now, I'm going to walk you through the Utopian Global presentation, the modern way to build and to grow wealth through Utopian Global. I'm also going to address some questions people are having, especially, of course, to our products and services. So stay tuned. But before I'm going to do that, give me one more second to really make a sound check here that we are live and that people actually can hear us in those different groups on social media. So just bear with me one more second before we really getting started here. And we have actually live streamed it in all kinds of different groups. If you're not following us yet on utopianglobal.com, on Facebook, Utopian Global, or the Real Wealth Achievers or Real Wealth Revolution and affiliates, then please do so, because you will always have updates there of obviously what we are doing with our products and services. So with that, let's get ready, let's get started to talk about what we have here with Utopian Global. Now, first of all, the company, for some of you guys who are new to this call and have never listened to it or don't know really what it is about, well, we are around since 2008. That is now quite some time. And the company was founded by Bill Rowell. And the reason for why he really went from hotel business, because this was his profession, building and owning hotels, to actually precious metals, to building a platform where people can save in gold and silver, but also build an income through different income opportunities in real assets. The reason why he did so is because he wanted to build a system for people that ordinary people can make extraordinary wealth, or like, as he says, that they have access to wealth building strategies with really meaningful rewards. And no matter what background, no matter where you come from, no matter what really you have at your name, that you really can build a real sustainable income. And this is really what people need right now, especially since, of course, we are living in this, very uncertain time at the moment, where people are, certainly having something experienced which not even their parents or even their grandparents have experienced, that global pandemic, that global shutdown. And we don't want to talk so much about it. We want to really talk about the solutions, what we have and what Utopian Global really can bring to the table. And so it's very simple in a nutshell. We have a wealth building system where you can build up your portfolio in precious metals and gold and silver, which really is your insurance policy. It's your safe haven. It's your hedge against inflation, from as little as 25 euros. And 25 euros, I mean, literally all over the world, that is something what most people would have access, or what they are actually earning. So if you're earning today an income, and you're obviously earning a currency, well, just put part of that in gold or silver. Why? Because unlike currency, unlike paper money, it actually protects you. It actually preserves your wealth. And then we have income producing assets, and that is assets which are in different areas of natural resources, which are actually going to make you money. So you're going to own through the Utopian Global system these assets in the natural resource sector, so that they can make you more money. But then we do also have a affiliate platform. So as when I started this business so many years ago, well, I had a job. I had actually two jobs, two professions I was working at, making money, but of course being in that rat race, in this trap, in this continuously working, but if I stopped working, well, I wouldn't have any income. So I was in this sort of rat race where, yes, I wanted to have more money, I wanted to have a better life, but sort of was kind of trapped. And so this affiliate platform, the way really what I did with it and what you can do is, I actually started this business because Bill had actually given us the chance, the people who actually promote those products and services, through promotion, through really using our word of mouth, which any way we do on a daily basis, we're getting paid for products and services we share with other people. So every time we share the products and services which Utopian Global has, and we have obviously somebody, a customer buying from us, well, we're getting paid. And that is we would call it the most honest form of actually getting paid, because you get paid when you share it with other people. So you get actually paid for the work you do. And so this is the wealth building system which we do have through Utopian Global. And so most people today, obviously, they find themselves in a world where either they have not a lot of money or no money, or have high student loans in some countries, have no savings, no assets, and many people live paycheck to paycheck. And those are certainly some, growing challenges, even now, worse than just, some 9, 10, 11 months ago. So this no job is, something we will see more and more. Why? Well, we have artificial intelligence, which especially the last 9 months, the shift which was made through developing more AI, more artificial intelligence to really replace jobs, just really mind-blowing. And the speed of that growth. And recent Forbes article actually said, that 40% actually of the jobs in the next 15 years are going to be taken away. They will not be anymore there because they will be replaced. And I shared it already on a few prior webcasts. Like myself now, I'm like here 1.5 months in Dubai, and I'm going to stay through, of course, this pandemic in Dubai. Why? Well, because Dubai, for me, it's right now the easiest place to stay. It's the safest place to stay. I can go out. I can do anything I want. Sure, with social distancing and all this stuff, definitely, and mask and so on. But at least I can, live my life and be some sort of free. But what I have very much already seen here is that so many things have been taken over the last few, weeks and months by robots, which before there would be a person standing there and doing a job. So it's really, really absolutely mind-blowing. And some people say, well, it's when we go out of that and when everybody has the vaccine and when what and whatnot. And I don't want to get into that, but reality is, this artificial intelligence taking those jobs away is going to be a big thing. So if you afford, your pension, or you may have been working towards a pension, is going to be there and it's going to last, you got to really think twice. Because when pension system, in the Western world was created, it was created, first of all, that people didn't live so long. And secondly, there were way more people paying in to that pension system. Well, now there's very few people, in fact, 2.9 workers, and in a few years, 2 workers paying into instead of 16.5 workers when it was assigned to. And people are living way longer, 80s, 90s. The millennials who are born, of course, in this new millennium, they're going to live until 100 years of age or longer. So there's a lot of things changing right now. Obviously, the other big thing, which certainly we have also never experienced in history, neither us, neither our parents, neither our grandparents, is this huge amount of money printing. And what does money printing do? Well, money printing deflates, of course, your money, meaning your purchasing power, your time, which is the most valuable good and asset you trade for. You trade it for a currency which is losing value over time. And so let's say if you're a saver, you're actually getting penalized from that, because your money in the bank is not returning you any much more. And if you are in some countries living like the country I'm coming from, Germany, you even are slammed with negative interest rate, meaning you're actually paying the bank for having money in the bank. So it really doesn't make sense. Savers are really penalized. And we really, with Utopian Global, will show you a different way, a different vehicle. This is what we really are here for, to give you access to a different vehicle so you can make different decisions, that you don't do what, unfortunately still a lot of people do. And this is why a lot of people are simply not getting ahead in life. And we want to give you options. Those options really more than ever people are needing now. So when we just look at a very simple, basic $50, 50 euro, 50 yen, 50 British pound, whatever, $50 dollars return on deposit, let's say $50 residual income on a monthly basis. Well, in the bank, which a lot of people put money in the bank, they saved to get a return. Well, on a 5% bank deposit return, in order to make a $50, you would need actually $12,000 to have in the bank if the bank would give you 5%. Now we know the bank is not giving you any more 5%. If you're lucky, you get 1 or a half of a percent. But what does $50 buy you? Not really much. In order to get a $625 residual income, that means, each and every month on a bank term deposit on a 5% return, you would actually need $150,000 in the bank. Now we're getting into some numbers, but we can't live off $625. I mean, yes, maybe this could be paying us our mortgage, but certainly not our lifestyle. But we can show you how to do that with Utopian Global fairly quick. In order to make a $10,000 residual income, meaning recurring every month, that income, you actually on the bank term deposit of 5% need 2.4 million in the bank. Now that's a lot of money. Very few people have 2.4 million in the bank. Let's look at a 1% bank deposit. And again, this is hard to get. Well, for $50, you need 60,000 in the bank. For 625, you need 750,000 in the bank, or for 12 million, you need 10,000 in the bank. Well, I'm going to show you very simple, for a very simple system, how you can do that for the Utopian Global. What I want you now to understand is that your currency is actually working against you. That means if you make money today because you're working in your profession, in your job, wherever you work, and you get paid dollar or euro or pound or naira or pesos or whatever you get paid, every 8 to 10 years, that money you make today is only going to buy you 50% of the goods or services. So if you had this water, and this water would cost you, let's say, $1 today, and that dollar which you earn from your income, well, in 8 or 10 years from now, it doesn't cost anymore $1. It's actually going to cost $2, right? And that's why everybody I meet here in the hotel, I mean, people from all regions, all countries, anywhere. And we always talk, and they always say, well, yeah, things through Corona really increased. Think twice. It didn't really increase. It is your money which is buying you less. So it's actually a currency destruction happening. So we hear all about this bailout money. We hear that universal income. We hear that the Fed in the US, of course, is they're printing trillions of dollars. But what are they actually doing? They're putting more and more water into it, or they basically printing more and more money, making the money, buying less and less and less over time. That means your workforce, your labor you put to work is actually, depreciating. It's actually going backwards. And this is why you have to keep working harder, ever harder than before, just to buy the same goods and services. And this is where really what here with Utopian Global, what we want to teach you, what we want to help you see is, first of all, that there's a solution if you act, obviously, but why not work for something that actually stores value? And this is where gold, but also silver, play a big role. Why? Well, because very simple. Gold has actually held its value for thousands of times. It's not rocket science. It really is not. What matters is not the price. So people all the time, they're asking me, well, what price? I don't really care about the price. I don't. I just know part of my income, instead of saving it in a bank, in currency, put in gold or silver. That's my insurance policy. That's it. So I don't really care about that price, because I know over time, just like the example here in Roman times, an ounce of gold would dress you beautifully. 100 years ago, an ounce of gold still would dress you beautifully, the same amount of gold. And today, of course, that ounce of gold would still dress you beautifully, the same amount of gold, but not in terms of dollar, of euro, of yen, of pesos, of pound. Not because 100 years ago, for $20, you could buy an ounce of gold. Well, today with $20, what does it buy you? 20 yen, 20 pesos, 20 pound, 20 euro. Not much, maybe a pair of socks. So gold stores your value over time. And we can really look at any goods or services. We look at the average house price. Well, the average house price of a US home in 71, would cost around $25,000. Today, fast forward, it's around $280,000. So in dollar terms, or again, any currency, it is so much more. Yet when we look at in gold terms here, well, it is way less, because in 71, you needed 720 ounces of gold to buy that average size house. Well, in 2020, look, you need way less gold to buy that average size house, but you need so much more dollar. So and this is really what we are saying here, we're not wealth advisors, so please, a disclaimer here, which is saying this is common sense. This is why the rich people, the wealthy, the rulers, the royalty, that's why central banks do one thing, and they put part of their assets into precious metals. So precious metals over time, gold has outperformed all major and all other fiat currencies. And silver is the very same deal. Now, silver also is an industrial metal. We just saw the last few days, and I have a lot of people hitting me up with it. But Claudia, did you see silver just had a breakout? It just, wow, it just like it went up at 20%, just the last week or last, 15 days or so. Yeah. But again, I don't worry so much, because I know, well, silver also, like gold, is a hedge against inflation. Now, silver also plays a role in a lot of sustainable energy. We look at, of course, right now the world is shifting. We are looking for battery-driven cars. All those vaccines, all those ventilators, all this technology, all those mobile phones, all those people who are now getting onto gadgets, mobile phones, computers, and so on. And there's more people on planet Earth, of course, now, and ever growing. Well, in all those items is silver in there. So the demand and the value is in no relationship, meaning there's so much more demand of physical, not paper, physical silver, then there's actually supply. There is not so much minted each and every year, then there's actually demand. So naturally, the price has to go up and up and up, while of course your currency is going down and down. But I don't worry so much about it, because again, I'm just looking at silver has outperformed all major fiat currencies over time, just like gold has. It's a little bit more volatile. Upside as well, of course, is way more with silver. So what we do with Utopian Globally is very simple. We actually make gold and silver savings easy. From as little as 25 euros, you have access to a platform, a really great flexible platform where you have liquidity, meaning anytime you need to take out your money, you can just make it with a switch of a button. You can actually place a sell order, and then Utopian Global receives a sell order, and you can take your money out. You can even take your money out in Bitcoin if you wish to do so and benefit from that market. So we have a 24/7 access so that you can access your precious metals anytime. You only deal with physical gold and silver, not with paper gold or silver. And we deal with one of the best refineries in the world, that is Argo Helios. And we have an LBMA good delivery if you wish to take your gold and pay this conversion fee and the shipping fee and to have it converted into a 1 gram or 10 gram or 50 gram or 100 gram bar, you can do so as well. And we have it shipped to you. We have secure private vaulting with Loomis International. So it's a really smooth system. So this is one part. It's our wealth foundation. It is the backbone, because look, you have an insurance policy for your car. You have supposedly a health insurance. You have insurance for your living or your house, right? Well, what insurance policy do you have for your money that is losing over time value? This is where gold and silver, of course, plays a role. But you also need, obviously, have money working for you. And this is where we do have income producing assets. Now, currently, we just closed on an asset, which was a Texas asset. It's actually called STORE, Sustainable Technology and Resource Holdings, a separate company which invested in different, products in the oil and gas area. Now, this just has been closed, so that's why I don't put it up yet anymore, because very soon the distributions for that assets are going to start, meaning the people who invested in it, they're going to receive money from that amazing asset in oil and gas field in Texas. But now we are looking and working, and our company CEO, Bill Rowell, he's right now actually on other busy meetings here in Dubai, because he just came back from a great trip to source some of those assets, and very soon there will be a partnership announced on that, which again invests in rare minerals, resources which are needed, which are going to have the biggest growth potential. And that's what we are looking all the time, is partnering in high yield sectors, so obviously that the people can have money working for them. And so very soon we're going to announce that. Currently, again, one asset closed, and soon another one will open. But as I said in the beginning, we also have this platform, really great, where you can better your life. So by very simply using what really is the oldest form of marketing, and that is word of mouth advertisement. I mean, I believe never before in history, just like now this last month, this word of mouth, I mean, just has been growing so much. Why? But because all of a sudden people found themselves, they can't go anymore to shops. They choose to buy simple goods and services. People have been locked down all over the world. So people who never purchased online, who may even have a computer, all of a sudden somehow they needed to learn some other skills to order products online. Well, where did they ask? Or how did they do that? They asked a friend. Well, how to buy, how to shop, and whatsoever. So what we do is very simple. Through word of mouth advertisement, we provide you a platform that, of course, whenever you promote our products and services and a customer buys precious metals or buys into the assets, you're going to get paid. And this is amazing business, because there is no cap, there is no limit to the money you can make, because you're not only getting paid on the people you talk to, but when these people talk to other people, you're going to also get paid a small commission from that. So it is really leveraging your time and money. And so when we just look at, this was really my thing when I was presented, or Bill back then in the day when he started this company, he presented me with this opportunity. He said, look, Claudia, if presented with the right opportunity, what area in your life would you like to better? Would it be finances? Would it be time? Would it be lifestyle? Well, for me, I was in the rat race. I thought I had, done some good studies, learned some good skills, had a good profession, worked in a good company, only to realize, well, I was always short of money. I wouldn't work in my second part-time job. I would even have less, but certainly not to finance a luxury lifestyle, which I was sort of looking forward to. Go on nicer holidays, going to the 5-star hotel instead of the 3-star hotels. You of course, obviously, you want to have a better life, but it costs money. It costs money. And so, yes, I've said definitely yes to all of them. Finance, I wanted to have more time because in my 20s, I was working. Why was I working? Because again, I was chasing that dream of, this independence, this lifestyle and so on. I was chasing it. I just didn't understand money. I just didn't understand that, I could chase. I could run, work. But, my money will always go backwards. So that wasn't a smart thing, but I didn't know. It wasn't shown to me. I didn't have that education. Nobody teaches you that nowadays anymore. So I learned all of that really through this amazing platform of Utopian Global. And of course, since then, well, now I can choose where I am. So I could choose to, instead of being in Germany, being under really strict lockdown right now, not being able to go out, not being able to go out even doing sports anymore. I can choose to be in Dubai and, go out, have fun, have a nice time, sure, always with mask and so on, social distancing, but actually living life. Why? Because I have created a lifestyle so that I make more money while I sleep than I actually can spend when I'm awake. And that is what it is about. So a life is to be really the purpose about, to be living, to be giving, to be able, there's nothing more beautiful. Like, you have those hard workers here. I always say, like, so many people here, they're coming from India, they're coming from Bangladesh, they're coming from Pakistan, they're coming from all those places. And, they give so much up for what? To be able to provide for their families. And the stories you hear, it's really sad, it's really sad. And, it's so nice when you have the money that you can actually help them and give good tips. But of course, if I hadn't created that life, I wouldn't be able to do so. So, yes, and this is also part of life. This is also part of living better and having a better lifestyle. So with our platform, when you get in, it's very simple. Most people, it's two ways really to build. Most people become a customer and they do one thing, and that is they buy gold or silver. Why? Well, because to really protect their labor, in one sense, their time they give for a currency they earn, which loses value over time. And so they protect it in gold or silver, but they also want to make money through the assets. So this is why you come on board, you become a customer. Or, and this is what I did, I needed money. I wanted to make more money. I wanted to create passive income. So I became an affiliate. Why? Because I knew I can talk to other people. I knew I just would share this opportunity, understanding about money, understanding about how wealth is created. What do the wealthy people do? Why do governments invest in gold or silver? Why do they put part of their country's money into gold or silver? To share this with other people. When they share it, they get rewarded. Very simple. If I help other people to do better, I do better. Very simple. Zig Ziglar said that. You just need to help enough people get what they want, and you will get what you want. So this is what I did, and I started becoming an affiliate. And we have a platform where from as little as 99 euro, you literally can own your own franchise in one sense, and you can build a business anywhere in the world. Anywhere, it doesn't matter. You can build your own business where you have no limitation, no income cap, no limitation. Whatever your mind, whatever you set up in your mind, and your mind can perceive, you can receive. The only limitation is actually your mind, and your mind only, because there's no income cap. And this is beautiful, because in any corporation, you're always in this corporate pyramid. So let's say if you're the cleaning lady at a, let's say what example do I have? Okay, we are in the hotel chain. I'm in a beautiful 5-star hotel. Well, if I start as a cleaning lady, what's my chance to be the CEO of this company? Probably no chance, right? Yet here, you could start today. You can make more money than the CEO. You can make more money than me. I started earlier than you. This is what I call an amazing opportunity, and you can do so from as little as 99 euros. Now, I don't encourage you to start just with 99 euros, because obviously, I want you to start higher. Why? Well, because as higher you start, as more privileges you have, as more assets you get straight away. And let's face it, I know Christmas is coming. People are spending money. Unfortunately, most of the time they buy things. They buy things, as they say. Things which are not making them more money. Why not put them into something which preserves wealth and makes much more sense than to buy things or stuff, right? People always, they have so much stuff they don't really need. I had a good, interesting conversation this morning, actually, here. And they said, well, with the shopping mall, no, I'm here since 1.5 months. I haven't gone to the shopping mall. And they all come here, I see, they go shopping, they buy this stuff. You know what? I rather invest. I rather put it into something, again, what makes you more money, right? So I'm not into that stuff. I, would like to live a good life, have healthy food, have nice sunshine, but I rather put it into something which makes more, because then you can give more. When you have more, you can give more. So, but let's go very simple. I'm going to walk you in really just 2 minutes over the 2 ways to make money. And that is very easy. 2 ways to make money. Option 1, you refer customers, they buy our products and services, you're getting paid. Or option 2, you refer people who also want to refer, and when they refer it with friends, with people, associates, whatsoever, and sell products and services as well, you get paid and they get paid. So there's really 2 ways. So step 1, all what you do is basically for a low affiliate business license entry package, which actually includes a €50 monthly asset accumulation plan, you can start your own business anywhere in the world. You buy your affiliate asset package. Step 2, you refer it to other people, and you start earning fast track commissions. Every time somebody buys one of these packages here, be it a 99, 170, 390, 790, 1.5 or 3,500 euro, you make what we call a fast start referral commission. And the commission is not really bad. So let's say you have somebody buys a 1,500 package. He gets, obviously, the person who buys it gets gold and silver, or gold or just silver. He can choose how much gold or silver he wants. If he wants 75% going towards gold and 25% towards silver, that's what the person chooses. But they get gold and silver in that 1,500 plus, of course, their business platform, licensing, etc. But you make 500 euros. Not bad. 500 euros. So really, really great commission. We have a 14 days money back guarantee for the person, of course, who starts the business. But with simply referring free customers who buy a package, when we make the example of the 390, so let's say you get in with the 390, refer to free. Now you already made 440 euro if they all did just what you did. 390, free people, they also buy a 390 package, you make 440. Very simple. And of course, all those people, they get gold or silver. So they actually own real assets. You made your money back. Now, tell me, what business can you start, okay, where like this, you make your money so fast back? Well, I know the many people I talk to, different businesses they go into, the common theme is 2 to 3 years to be cash flow positive. But then there's a risk. They don't know if they survive. They don't know if they sell enough products. They don't know if they can pay the rent tomorrow. So this is a reality here. We have real assets, gold and silver. I wouldn't want to bet everything to my currency of my country right now. I really don't, because I know what they are doing, and printing more money, making our currencies more weak and weak, meaning prices of course are going to rise. They're already rising. So no, I prefer, sort of an insurance policy. I like to grow my wealth. So definitely makes sense, of course, to own precious metals. But very simple now, step 3, you build a network. When you build a network, you're on a €50 monthly asset accumulation plan. So you're getting actually assets, gold and silver, in that €50 monthly. And now what you do and what I have been doing over the many years since 2008 is I built up my portfolio. Well, in 2008, you can check yourself the gold price. And today, but again, we don't want to go look so much at the price. We just know that it buys you so much more now than it purchased you back then. So yes, of course, I have been outdoing the system all the time. And how easily do you spend €50? Why not putting into something which makes you more? And this is why I love really this leverage of time and money, because it really truly does this. And when I share this with other people, well, now all of a sudden, and they start sharing it. And as John Paul Getty, the once upon richest man on planet Earth, said, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 people and 100% of my own, because I only have 24 hours. I need to sleep, I need to eat, I need to do some activities, so I can't work 24 hours. But what if I shared with 3 people, and they shared with 3 people, and they shared with 3 people? All of a sudden, it's not just my 24 hours or my 8 hours. Let's say I would work this business, or if I do it part-time, 1 or 2 hours, maybe 1 hour, maybe 10 minutes a day. I mean, it doesn't matter how, it just depends on you, what outcome you want to expect. But if I just did all I did is just help 3 people get started, and they're on a €50 monthly asset accumulation plan, just like in this scenario, 3 people. Then those 3 people, they do exactly the same. They just share with 3 people who are also on a €50 monthly asset accumulation plan, accumulating wealth instead of, sort of spending it in things which don't make them more money. So you just do that, help 3, you help 3, you help 3. All of a sudden, you find yourself with a team of people. Teamwork makes the dream work. All together, doing a little bit, being on a €50 consumption of real assets, meaning building up real assets, and look at the outcome if you just did that. That would be a monthly basis income of 8,263 euros, or it's almost what, $8,500, $8,600. So as told you in the beginning, the bank term deposit. Remember, the bank term deposit, how much money you needed to have in it at a 1%, that's 2.5 million for $10,000. Well, here, with €50 on a monthly basis, helping a few other people who help a few other people, help a few others, look how you can create an amazing income. Now, let's say you do a little bit more, help 4 people. And show them how to exactly do that. All of a sudden, you have an exponential growth in your income, which in this case would actually equal around 54,000 euros, if that would exactly the way you would build it. Now, we know not everybody is doing that, because some people, they talk to hundreds of people, some to talk to none, some to 2 or 3. So this is obviously a number which doesn't lie, but this is amazing. Even just if, 10% would be true, 10% of 54,000, it's, 5,400. I tell you what, that is more than most Germans are actually making. And I say Germans because I'm German, and it's sort of in Europe, it's a big economy, obviously. It's a big economy all over the world. So most Germans don't earn that. Here, I can show you how to do that by simply helping 4 people be on a €50 asset accumulation plan. Now, the magic of 5, adding 1 more person. Now, even more exponential growth you have here. In fact, it's mind-blowing. And yes, people are actually earning this in our industry. Definitely are. Why? Well, because they follow a very simple system. And that is just, word of mouth advertisement. We talk to a few people, and we do that on a daily basis, and we show them, or doesn't have to be on a daily basis, but like myself, I love to talk to people. So people ask me all the time, what do you do? And I ask, well, what do I do? And then I share what I do. Very simple, and people are saying yes, no, interesting. Oh, can I know more? Tell me more. And so I show them, and then some people say yes, some people say no, some people say interesting. Where can I buy? When can I buy? When can I get started? Very simple, without offense, and you show them a different way to earn income. So it's a very simple way, a simple low risk way to build assets. Step 1, select a package. Step 2, refer free. And step 3, build a network. In fact, since I started with that, I never actually purchased from my own money gold or silver, from my own money our Texas oil or Bitcoin or whatever. I didn't. I used my commissions I made to convert it into more gold, silver, into more assets from Texas, into more Bitcoin. I did my commissions. And of course, obviously, when you follow what gold is worth now, what silver is worth now, what oil or what Bitcoin is now worth, I mean, certainly it's a win-win scenario. And in fact, very simply, with 7 customers who are on a €50 monthly asset accumulation plan, in your first 2 levels of your business, meaning the people you introduced and they introduced, direct or indirect, you now actually get paid to save, meaning you don't put your own money in. Really, really cool. So we pay daily, we pay weekly, and we pay monthly. And your commissions, it's very simple to be withdrawn via bank transfer or via Bitcoin. Very simple, and everything you need to succeed is actually here. Your replicated website, your state-of-the-art back office, your marketing funnel, your video multimedia tools, your world-class coaching, training calls, events, and so much more to come. If you listen to last Tuesday's webcast, which Bill hosted from Angola, I mean, oh my God. I mean, the product he's working on it's really cool. I mean, this is amazing and more needed than ever right now. So I'm not going to talk about that. You need to listen to another webcast when Bill, our founder and CEO, is going to come on board because it's going to be so super exciting. But your time now to build wealth with passive income starts today. The time to get in is now. I want you to talk to the person who invited you here, who sent you to the Facebook page, who sent you to YouTube, who sent you to this webinar, and talk to that person. Have your questions answered. If that person can't answer you the question, well, send an email to support@Utopian Global and get started. Your money, remember, your money you're working for, your currency you're working for is going backwards. Gold and silver is a hedge against inflation, and you need money working for you, and as well as an income system where you can create cash flow today, not tomorrow. You can actually start today. So with that, I want to just very quickly, important notice, disclaimer at the end. We have a 14 days money back guarantee. Store is not licensed in the US, and on the compensation plan for affiliates, obviously. So you make money when you build the business, meaning when people are actually buying from you. If you don't share it with nobody, well, you're not going to make money from the business platform side. Okay? So important notice in disclaimer, we are not financial advisors either. So again, the time to get in is now to take control of your financial future, because you never, ever as John Maxwell so righteously said, change your life until you change something that you do daily. The secret of your success is actually found in that daily routine. My daily routine is I love to talk to people. I ask them, what are they doing? What are their struggles? What are their problems? I listen. And most likely it has to do with finances, or they lost the job. Well, what if I could show them a better way? See, and most likely everybody is going to be open because everybody is looking for something else. So with that, I say thank you. I'm going to now look at some questions for you guys. And I know we have quite some people there looking forward for the announcement on the store, on that asset in Texas, which we just closed off, for the distributions, the payments, when it's going to happen, when it's going to get started, when do I get more information, where do I get more notice. But first of all, you can always write to support@utopianglobal.com. But very soon there will be an announcement coming out from the store side. And yes, very soon those payments are going to get started for you as well. So everything is in the works. It's not going to be a Christmas present, but a slightly after Christmas present, which is also going to be nice. So yes, very soon that great announcement is actually going to come out for you guys. And I believe if you have either Ryan on a call or at least making that announcement in written very soon, hopefully by next week there. And so I'm just looking at some some questions here. Now, we always see that people say, well, we send an email to support, but they don't answer. Yes, they always answer. The problem is, unfortunately, the settings in the Google, which a lot of people use Google, or they use also other emails, they land in spam, or they land in this advertisement, so you got to whitelist them. Support always answers. There's not one occasion when they don't answer, and they always answer in less than 24 hours. But again, it's always in spam or in advertisement. So you got to whitelist, and you can actually, if you don't know how to do that, just type in Google how to whitelist an email, and it will give you the options, the different options of the different browser servers you actually, you are using, how to whitelist. Okay, so what's the best way to contact the company if you lived in the US? Just very simply, support@utopianglobal.com if you live in the US. So support is all around. I mean, we have different support, basically customer service in different time zones, so that, it's always getting answered for you very smooth. Keith is asking, when do we get an announcement? The announcement is coming before the actually payouts, as it was announced, Keith. I don't have the specific date, but it's going to be before. And so we still have how long is it before the end of the year? Like almost 14 days? Not yet, not 10 days before the new year? Yes, certainly in the next few years. Sorry, not next few years. In the next few days, it's going to come. All right? Okay, you can't access the account. If you can't access your account because you may lost your password or whatsoever, or you're stuck, or you don't remember, pretty simple. You go to utopianglobal.com. Okay, I suggest you don't use Internet Explorer. I mean, the Internet Explorer is not really a good one. Use Google Chrome, use Firefox. Yes, Google Chrome. You go to utopianglobal.com if you have an account, and you click sign in. And there is a window which opens, which says forgot password. And you simply say forgot password. And then it asks you for your email. You have been registered for Utopian Global, and you enter that email with the account you had registered for. And then you will receive an email, and again, please check spam, with the reset of the password. And you just enter, or you create a new 8-digit password and re-enter it. Very simple. And we have a 2FA, so that of course you get your verification there. So pretty simple. All right. So with that, you guys, on next Tuesday, we have definitely our CEO coming on board again on the call. It's Bill Rowell. I'm not 100% sure if we will have Ryan Messer on the call. There will be an announcement, maybe if it's another day, or if he comes on Tuesday on the call, then there will be an announcement definitely going out. But please, please, please whitelist the email of Utopian Global that it doesn't go into spam. Okay, so with that, folks, thank you, and thank you all you people on YouTube, on Facebook, in the different groups. Share definitely that message with other people. Thank you, and I'm going to close the webinar now, and I'm certainly going to close our live here. And sometimes on YouTube, if I don't answer, or the customer support doesn't answer, or people don't answer on the YouTube straight away, definitely because we don't see it straight away. So it will be then answered on the Facebook, the next few minutes whatsoever. So thank you guys, and have a blessed weekend, a great weekend to all of you. And again, thank you for your amazing commitment. And I wish you again a happy third Advent. In Germany, we say that at least. So a really great time.